Portfolio Segmentation tab is where you will group properties according to the most appropriate criteria and note any future changes to the existing portfolio. No two portfolios will look alike, and that is why there are a variety of different ways to create segments. For those who have geographically diverse portfolios, it may be appropriate to segment by location. For others, it may be appropriate to segment by building features or even by your custom groups, like the resident type living at the property. On the right side, you will see two types of checkboxes. You can select any combination of grouping options, however, you must select at least one. The yellow ones on top are the custom groups you assigned in the yellow columns of the Property Data Import tab, and the blue ones are pulled from the blue columns. The road map is defaulted to have climate region, all electric, and has solar checked, but you can uncheck as needed. Because this is not a property-level planning tool, when you segment your portfolio, you want groups of approximately 3 to 10 properties or 10 to 30% depending on the size of the full portfolio. This may require tinkering with the different checkboxes to find a combination that works for your portfolio. If your existing portfolio will be acquiring or disposing of properties after the current year, but prior to the target year, enter the estimate in the anticipated change in quantity of units column for the group in question, and be sure to include a minus sign if disposing units. For all acquired or disposed housing units, the roadmap assumes that the typical characteristics, like square footage and heating fuel, will mirror the existing portfolio segment's typical characteristics. Note, this section is only for existing buildings in the portfolio. There is a different section for new construction that will be covered later on in the Roadmap tab. When segmenting your portfolio, you can see group-level graphs for heating fuel, hot water fuel, and policy categories. The policy category is important because it shows how favorable electrification and decarbonization strategies are for a location based on a variety of factors such as clean energy commitments, building codes, and utility incentives. For example, California has made significant investments in clean energy infrastructure, and thus electrification and decarbonization strategies are ranked higher for the state as there are incentives that multifamily properties can utilize. If you want to see portfolio level graphs, you will need to click the blue Portfolio View button. The graphs shown here are based on which checkboxes you selected above. For example, climate region graphs are not shown here unless you have selected that checkbox. When you have your portfolio segmented to your liking, you are ready to go to the Roadmap tab and apply decarbonization strategies.